So, where do I begin? I finally finished my setup after an hour and a half. It was a difficult one, to say the least. Let me just, you know what, I'll just take you through it. What's up, guys? What is going on? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, and welcome back to another gig vlog. This is gig log number 2. I just arrived here at the beautiful Harrington Grove Country Club. I filmed a little bit of my drive. I'll show that to you now. Hopefully you guys enjoy that, and I'll check back with you in a sec. Bye. Just a couple of things. I'm on my way to my gig now. I just wanted to say a big thank you to DJ Bar. He was actually one of 2 DJs. Him and DJ Rick Webb, both from America. They were both a big inspiration for me to start this YouTube channel. I saw what they were doing, so I wanted to do something similar here in Australia and just bring a wider scope on DJing around the world. And I thank you guys, I thank my subscribers for watching my channel, for joining me along with my journey. And I thought it was important to mention the people that, you know, I sort of looked up to in the last few years, watching their YouTube channel, seeing what they do, how they run their business. And yeah, big shout out to DJ Bar and DJ Rick Webb. Anyway, we've got a wedding tonight at Harrington Grove Country Club. That's gonna be fun. I've never DJ'd there before. Apparently the bump in's gonna be pretty easy. I spoke to the agent and he said that there's RCF speakers and XLR cables and a mic already set up, but I've got my gear in the back just in case. You know, I just wanted to cover myself. So I've got everything ready to go. I had a Zoom meeting with the couple, and this is gonna be a weird one because I've never DJ'd at a wedding where I'm DJing in a separate room or separate section to the main sort of dining area. So I kind of don't know what that's gonna look like. And I'm also nervous because I haven't MC'd in a while, and I'm DJing and MCing this one. I wanted to say a massive thank you to QSC. This is the brand I bought my speakers from, and I did a short review on their speakers in one of my previous videos, which I'll link right now. You can just hit that card and watch that video if you like. I reached out to them to let them know, hey, I've done a review on your speakers. Please check it out and let me know what you think. They shared that little clip on their Facebook. They were so cool about it.
Turn right.
Now that you're all caught up, and before I forget, I just wanted to let you know that this gig log is brought to you by Music Entertainment. They're the guys that sent me over here. A great guy by the name of Rupert, one of my friends. But anyway, we're here, beautiful Harrington Grove Country Club. I don't know if you can see it from there. Let's go inside. This is the dining area. Got the twinkly lights on the ceiling. I'm a fan of it. I like it. The flower people haven't come in yet. I'll let you know once they do. This is the head table. And I'm actually DJing in the next room. This is a peculiar setup for me. I've never had to do this before, and I find it awkward, to say the least. I mean, I'm setting up here in the corner, right? There's a photo booth behind me. And in the next room, this is where everyone will be dining. Not to mention, I'm also MCing this event too, which means I have to go through that room into that room. Initially, they gave me a table here to DJ next to the cake, so I can DJ and MC in here, which is fine when you're MCing, but how can I DJ in here to a room full of people dancing that are all the way in here and around the corner? That's almost impossible. I need to be able to read my crowd. So I suggested to sit up here. That's why I've got my stuff here. So at least I can see my dance floor, and I can see the head table and the cake, which I think is probably, it's not the best situation to be in, but I think this is the best of the worst situation we have, I guess. At least when I MC, I can come into this room, address the people, and I'm not too far away from my decks, and I can also see the people that are dancing. So this is going to be a weird one. Very curious to see how it plays out. Okay, so I'm all set up over here, and I'll run through it in a second. I just need to go and find where they keep the speakers and set those up. So they've only got 2 speakers, 2 RCFs here, and I've got 2 rooms. So I think I'm gonna put both speakers in the dining area, and thankfully I brought my own speakers. I'm just gonna bring one of my QSCs out and just put it here on the floor near me, so it gives enough volume to the dance floor as well. So I think that might work out. I just gotta make sure I've got enough XLR cables to pull this off. Okay, so where do I begin? I finally finished my setup after an hour and a half. It was a difficult one, to say the least. Let me just, you know what? I'll just take you through it. So I actually set up both the RCFs in the room. There's one over there. There's one right here. I only had the one power supply here, so I actually had to run an extension lead from that speaker all the way down the back wall into that power point there. I also had to daisy chain these speakers together. So that one is connected to my booth, which is in the next room. And that one then connects all the way to this one. And so here I've got my XLR cables, a heck of a lot of tape, all the way up through the back of my booth into the gorgeous DDJ 1000 SRT. And of course we got the brand new laptop running Serato DJ Pro. This is also my dance floor. And of course with the two speakers provided to me, and they're both in the formal dining room. So luckily I brought one with me. This 2000 watt max power QSC is more than enough power for this room, so we should be okay. Needless to say, it's been a very difficult load in, but I'm pretty hopeful that the night's gonna go smoothly. I think we did make the most of the setup. Luckily for me, I did bring my booth with me and an extra speaker. Even though I was told I didn't need it, I ended up needing it. The table that was provided was a little too big, too wide to be set up in the hallway. Well, not really a hallway, but you know, it's in a walkway. So I've set up there with my small booth. I've brought my extra speaker. I don't know if you can see it from there. There it is. Brought the QSC. I guess all that's left now, I've got a little bit of time. I'm just gonna get dressed and then I'll take you guys out to ceremony. It's actually raining right now, so I'll get dressed and I'll show you guys around the venue. Ooh, fresh. Okay, now that I'm dressed and good to go, I'm gonna take you through the dining room one more time because the lovely ladies have dressed the tables with flowers. Everything looks beautiful. They're just working on the head table now. All right, let's get this wedding started.
By the powers vested in me and by the laws of this great country, I am so delighted and excited to declare that you are now husband and wife. Daniel, you know what to do. You may kiss your most beautiful bride.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The time has come to introduce our wonderful bridal parties. The time has come to announce our newlyweds, so make as much noise as you can when they come in, because it gives me great pleasure to welcome our bride and groom, Rebecca and Daniel!
But I'm frozen in motion, and my head tells me to stop, tells me to stop.
So I'm editing the video right now and I remembered that I filmed a testimonial with the bride and groom. I can't find it anywhere. It's not on my SD card. It was on my computer and I can prove it because I took a video of it with my phone And so that's all I've got. So I may as well just put that on here. Enjoy.
We had a lovely night, absolutely great. We want to thank you, DJ Vaz, because well, without you here tonight, nothing would have flowed well at all. And also, people wouldn't have enjoyed tonight because they wouldn't have had the music you played. So yeah, we appreciate you being here and helping us out very much.
Me again. I'm still editing the video, and I didn't have a lot of time to talk during the video. As you saw at the beginning of the video, it was pretty hard. So I thought I'd just have a little chat about it now. The loading was extremely difficult. It was just an awkward setup, and it really made it difficult, especially when it came to dancing for people to get on the dance floor, since it was in a separate room. So I came up with a plan. I ran this plan past the bride and groom as well. So they agreed that when it was time to cut the cake, that I would have the guests upstanding, and then the bride or groom will share their first dance together in front of their guests while they were standing. And then after the first dance, we had the father-daughter dance and the mother-son dance, and people would still be upstanding for that. So I did ask the guests to be upstanding. And once those formalities were finished, since the guests were standing, I then invited them to follow the bride and groom to the dance floor. And that's how we got the dancing started, which actually worked pretty well. The night ran so smoothly. Like I was a little bit nervous to make the introductions, to get into the rhythm of emceeing again, but it just rolled off like it was fine. The introductions went without a hitch. The first dance, the cutting of the cake, everything was fine. I could see the head table and the formalities that were happening and the speeches and everything like that. I was within walking distance, so I could go to the lectern, announce the next speaker, hand them the microphone. Thank God they didn't have, music introductions for their speakers. The dancing, okay, it was difficult to get people on the dance floor, but you saw, like, there were enough people there. And it was a small venue and a very small crowd. I don't think they had more than, 40, 50 people there. So, to get a dance floor of 10, 20 people, it was difficult. The bride and groom acknowledged that the night would not have gone as smoothly as it could if I wasn't there, which... great feedback is always so amazing and humbling to hear. And so I'm really thankful for that. This is my business, and it's also, DJing is one of the things that I'm proud of. And I have a lot of joy, and I love doing what I do, and I love hearing when people acknowledge that, what I'm doing is a good job, and it's so rewarding for me. We live and we learn in every moment of life, and that was one thing that I can say that I was glad I was prepared for, and there was a few things that I wasn't prepared for, which I can learn from, and it's the way the cookie crumbles, so awkward. That's it. What more can I say? What more can I tell you? What more do you want to hear? Let me know in the comments below. Nonetheless, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell icon so you can be notified next time I drop a gig log, which, as you all know, is going to be very, very, very soon. Catch you all later. Peace.